And we're back. This is Minding Your Business with the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce. I'm Chris Spiker of Antelope Valley Florist. Aaron Goldstein, Goldstein Digital, co-host. How you doing, buddy?
Doing pretty good.
Who's our next guest?
Our next guest is Mary Courtney from the SAVE Foundation.
Hi, Mary.
Hi, how are you?
Wonderful. So you've been busy.
I'm very busy.
You have an event coming up.
We do. Our event is next Thursday, November 3rd. It's the SAVE Foundation Dream Awards dinner. This year we're honoring Gus and Rhonda Camacho for all the support and help that they give the students and the schools in the Antelope Valley.
You know, I've been tracking Gus Camacho down. I want him on this radio show. So maybe you can help me next Thursday.
He's going to be there.
We'll get him in a corner and
We'll get him up and get him over here.
it'd be a lot of fun. I've asked Rhonda to come on the show, and she says she can't do anything without a script.
Oh,
They're nice people.
they're fabulous. They're fabulous. I've enjoyed working with them and getting this event together.
And the way the event works is you have a crowd.
We do. Right now we're at about 160 people that are attending. We're honoring them, so we have some people from the Auto Mall coming, but we have a lot of people from around the Antelope Valley, different businesses that come and support us throughout the area, and have been great supporters for 8 years for SAVE Foundation.
This is an annual event, but it's not the only thing that SAVE Foundation does, and really you're raising money
Right.
to, and you also you have a grant from United Way?
We do. We have a grant from United Way, and we spend that in a way that I think is really great for the students and the schools in the area. We provide an educational service for parents who don't speak English, and they come in and learn how to work within the public school systems. And we train those parents how to work with the school systems, how to function with the PTA, how public school system works for their children. And then those parents graduate up in the program, and then they teach other parents. And so we work with about 65 parents a year, and then it excels from there because it's a pass-on volunteer. We can teach these parents how to volunteer in the school systems through the CABE.
So you train the students by training the parents.
Right.
You get the parents involved.
We get the parents involved because that's the important part of public education, is having the parents come to the school and help and influence the students and to get excited about the activities that are going on within the school.
Is that every group, every different demographic? The parents need to realize you can't just send them out the door.
Right, and you know, part of with the Spanish-speaking population that we're targeting is they might not have access or having worked in the public school systems before, that we're trying to get them integrated in it and help the students.
Wow.
It's exciting.
It is exciting.
Yeah, I was really excited to learn about this project.
So you said you've just been with SAVE for a couple of months.
Yes, I just started at the 1st of August.
You got to tell me where you came from.
Well, my previous position here was at the Antelope Valley Country Club, but I came from New Mexico where I did event planning and worked with nonprofits and fundraising there.
So this is right up your alley, your training.
It's fun.
It is fun.
Yeah, it's hard to believe I get paid to do all of this stuff and work and have a good time.
Well, I hang out with Gary and Patty Reardon quite a bit.
Yeah, she was a great role model to get me into this position, that's for sure.
You know, those two people are really good at finding great events to be involved with, great causes.
They are. She's involved in everything, both Patty and Gary. They're great friends of ours. She's my golfing buddy.
They're always involved with the duck race.
Yes, Patty's been, in fact, that's how I started getting involved in community work here in the Antelope Valley. When we first moved here, I met Patty through Patty Shaw doing something with the duck race, and so I was introduced into all the volunteer work in the Antelope Valley through Patty and Patty.
We always buy a duck, and one time I actually went over to Dry Town, and that's an amazing event.
It is a lot of fun. I went this year. It's kind of emotional when you see all the families walking around because Dry Town puts on a great event, and families get to come in at a reduced price that they normally might not be able to come to, but to see all the families out there having a great time, walking around with their families, and then watching the ducks go, and the decorated ducks. All the kids love the decorated ducks. It's just a great fundraiser, not just for SAVES, but for the whole Kiwanis organization that puts it on.
Yeah, I'm in the flower business, so that's kind of artistic, but decorating the duck is always a challenge. It seems maybe you could help me find a group, maybe students, that would like to decorate a duck.
we should work with our art department. Saves has an art part of our mission.
When do the ducks come out, like in August or September?
They come out in August. My plan this year is to try to get out at the beginning of the school or when they're passing out backpacks and let the families start knowing that we do have the duck race coming up so that we can get a little bit more parental involvement, school involvement, student involvement. Because the more people you have involved, of course, the more money we'll raise for SAVE. This year, we raised a little over $21,000.
That's a nice number.
It was fabulous. It was exciting to get the check from the Kiwanis of Palmdale West.
Kiwanis very involved in the community and always have been.
Yeah, they do a lot. They work with Assistance League. They work with the SAVE Foundation. And I was at their breakfast today. They were involved in everything in the community. It is nice to go in and hear them.
If somebody wanted to be involved in an active group, I think they would just Google Palmdale Kiwanis.
I think so too. They're both two great groups that I've met with out here. I met with the one that meets out in Lancaster last week, and then had breakfast this morning. And you know, the Kiwanis works with a whole lot of different nonprofit organizations here in town.
You know, they also collect tickets at some events over at the AV Fair.
They're doing a trunk or treat with the police department this coming Sunday. They're going to be out there volunteering out there. I learned that this morning. That was pretty interesting too.
Where does that event take place, do you know?
I think it's over by the police department. They're having a car show. I'm not exactly sure of the exact location.
Well, you know, like they say these days, you can Google it. Like
Yep.
Aaron's over there. You could probably tell us now where it is and what it is and all that. So you work with school districts.
We do. We work with Keppel, East Side, West Side, Hughes Elizabeth Lake, Palmdale, and Wilsona. So although that's about 40,000 students that we work with, the K through 8.
40,000 students?
Yes.
And that's not the whole valley.
No, that's just those 6 districts in K through 8.
So to touch all of those districts, that puts about 115 miles on your car.
Yeah, we run around.
Yeah. And have you been to all those schools?
I have not been to all of them. I have been out to Keppel, I've been to Palmdale, and just riding around there. I do a lot of work out of the Palmdale School District because that's where my office is based.
The school district, Lake Hughes, Elizabeth,
Mhm.
pretty amazing facility out there. So 40,000 students, and how many of those students are involved in any of the programs that SAVE Foundation is working on?
Well, all the students in those 6 districts are eligible for programs through us. We have grants that the teachers can apply for, so the teachers can write a grant like they want to take their students on a field trip.
Right.
And they want funding for the bus, or they need admission to the Space Museum or the Science Museum. And so they'll write a grant to us, and then we'll review it with the board and see how that goes out. And then our upcoming event, the teachers and the districts get together and put together dreams, things that the districts need. One of the big things that we're a big supporter of is their music program. So at our awards dinner on next Thursday, the schools will put up and say they might need a saxophone. And people will bid on that and buy saxophones for the students in the schools. They might need music repair or sheet music, or we do a lot with the STEM projects too, robotics, science field trips, bus trips. We send a group of girls to the science camp during the summer. They get to go in and stay on campus for like a week and experience what it would be like to go to college and get those girls involved in the science and technology.
Building the dream.
Yep.
And the school district has a planetarium, a solarium, or what's that facility at 20th and R?
Well, there's the light show.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
I always thought it was a planetarium, but I don't think there's a telescope in there.
I'm not quite sure. I think they donated something to us last year, a show to go out there and see, but I'm just.
Well, you know, there's a lot of neat things to look at in the valley, but for students, it requires a bus.
Right.
Yeah.
And you get the students that are far out in Wilsona and Keppel and Hughes Lake Elizabeth.
Yeah.
They have a harder time getting around, so it's fun to promote these field trips for them and get them out and about.
You mentioned dreams, so these are the teachers and the students are coming up with ideas and ways,
Mm-hmm.
learning experiences,
Well, some of the things that they're asking for this year are sporting equipment. So they need like some balls to have on the playground or to run their PE. Robotics. We have one of the schools that's wanting to have a 3D printer, which I think is kind of exciting. So yeah, that's kind of different.
We've had that fella, Lino Stavoli from the 3D printer store in Lancaster, and he teaches people how to make their own printer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, sounds
Maybe
like
I need to get in touch with him.
Lino Stavoli. Just type his name in. He and I ate a hot dog at Hot Rod Dogs one day, and we made a little video. But he lives in Lake Los Angeles.
Oh, that would be
So he's a
good.
local guy, history in the movies. So hopefully you and I meeting.
Well, maybe you could hook me up with him, and I'll hook you up with Gus and Rhonda.
Yeah, hey, that would be a fair trade. Gus will be a lot of fun on the radio show here, and he's a leader in the community.
Mhm.
So you're having fun at Save Foundation?
I am. It's been nice. It's nice learning all the people in the Antelope Valley that do volunteer and contribute. This has probably been one of the most giving communities that I've been in. I moved from Albuquerque, and there's a lot of giving people there. But I was just really impressed with moving here and just seeing all of my friends in the area are involved in some sort of philanthropy. That's just very heartwarming for me to be here with that.
Mary, we call that AV Nice.
It is.
It's a nice place, full of nice people, and sometimes we're just discovering and meeting new people. So AV Nice, it's in the conversation. So nice foundation, nice group, with a nice event next Thursday, the 3rd of November. And it's called the Awards Dinner.
Save Foundation Dream Awards Dinner.
Dream Awards,
Yes.
very important. Thank you for being on the show. Contact information for you. How do people-
You can reach me at savefoundation.net, or you can also, I'm on Facebook, our Save Foundation Facebook, and my email is savefoundation@yahoo.com.
Mary Courtney, Save Foundation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, that was fun.
Here you go.
Oh, thank
Some
you.
bling.
Okay, thank you.